So before we go start Genesis 1, where we go through the whole Bible, I want to show you something. More times we read the Bible, we dey read them as theological book. We never dey read them, or we never dey put the book for history and eye inside. You put the book for history and eye inside that. You dey ask questions like, okay, so this conversation between these two people, example, Jesus and Nicodemous, it happened. The author, the person they write the book, if they write they tell you what happened, or if they attach it some. More people know they read the book through the eyes of history. More times they read them as theological book. But it could say you go put the book, also put history and eye inside. So say you go see say this thing, how they write them, so it happened. Or the writer they write something where they make sense. Make you no forget, it be human beings that write the book. The Bible. Actually, the book they write. They write the manuscript where they compile them. But it be human beings where they write. So we for check these things if you want to be honest scholars in the Bible. So I go take the narrative of Jesus, the Nicodemus, and take you show something. Every time you go church or you go meet somebody, the first question they go ask you be say you be born again. Moku pop this born again statement that Jesus make. He and Nicodemus they talk no. Then find out say it be what kind they mean. Where my goal be for this one be say the conversation how the writer write them it be so hopping and make I repeat them. The conversation where the writer write say Nicodemus and Jesus then talk no. He write how it happen, or it be something where he just put for now. He shocks you at the talk that you mock pop. It go shock you. There was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Judeans. The same came to Yesu by night and said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher come from Elohim. For no man can do these miracles that thou doest, except Elohim be with him. Yesu answered and said to him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be nothing. I shall not translate that word. I go left hand for the Greek. Then we go talk about them later. So he say, Verily, verily, I say unto you, except a man be nothing, he cannot see the kingdom of Elohim. Nicodemus said to him, How can a man be born when he is old? Can he enter the second time into his mother's womb and be born? Jesus answered, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and of the Spirit, he cannot enter into the kingdom of God. That which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. Marvel not that I said unto thee, ye must be born again. The wind blows where it wants, and thou hearest the sound thereof, but cannot tell where it comes and where it goes. So is everyone that is born of the Spirit. Nicodemus answered and said to him, How can these things be? Jesus answered and said to him, Art thou the master of Israel? Are you the teacher of Israel? And knowest not these things? So he make like say Nicodemus come Jesus in the Beketi. They don't want anybody see him. He come no. He asked Jesus question. Before Jesus talk say, You verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be nothing. So he asked him question. We question when Nicodemus asked Jesus before he give him that answer. Nicodemus asked him say, How can I see or how can I enter into the kingdom of God? You see, Nicodemus here say Jesus they teach something. What not Jesus they teach? Then they teach about the kingdom of God. So Nicodemus come, Nicodemously, but he come. You don't want to make him brother see him say they come ask question for this teacher and body. So he come we ask and say, Charlie, how go fit see or how go fit enter this kingdom that at the year say they preach about? Where Jesus talk say, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be nothing. Most of the time, then they translate this nothing as born again. But matter body. That word nothing, it get two meanings. if it mean from above or a second time. You can not forget, the word get two meanings for the Greek inside. The word fit mean a second time, or it go fit mean from above. So Jesus talk say, verily, verily, I say unto you, except a man be anothen, Nicodemous come. Sake of the word he used, no, he get two meanings. So either Jesus, the mean say you have to be born a second time, or you have to be born from above. What Nicodemus do be say, he take the second meaning, he take the second time meaning. Sake of that, he ask him say, if they talk say make I enter my mommy in stomach inside again. Where Jesus say, oh nah, if I be born from above. So Jesus they mean the other meaning, where Nicodemus take the second meaning. So Jesus talk say, except a man be anothen, no? Jesus, even though the word have two meanings, they mean one meaning. But Nicodemus misunderstand them by using the other meaning. In the back, I go repeat them again, then I go give you why I talk this. Jesus talk Nicodemus, verily, verily, I say unto you, unless a man be anothen. That word anothen, it be Greek word. It get two meanings. One be say a second time. That be what they mean. The other meaning be say from above. So Jesus talk Nicodemus say you want enter the kingdom, you have to be anothen. Then Jesus they talk say you have to be born from above. But sake of the word get two meanings. So Nicodemus take the other meaning of the word, which means a second time. Sake of that, he ask him say, if they talk say I have to enter my mommy in stomach inside. Where Jesus say no. But the writer they write, no, he make him look say Nicodemus, even though he be the teacher, no, he don't know these things. That no be the matter. This be where the matter dey. What we just read, the word anothen, it be Greek word. But Jesus, the Nicodemus, they no speak Greek. They speak Aramaic. I go talk again. The word that we see, where it be anothen, where it get those two meanings, no, it be Greek word. But Jesus, the Nicodemus, they no speak Greek. They speak Aramaic. So what sometimes we scholars they do be say, they take what they write for the Greek inside, then put for the language where Jesus speak, So for here, certainly, either Nicodemus go speak Aramaic. So if we take the Greek way they write, then put for Aramaic inside, then see say, we go get the same results. The matter be say we know they get. You see, for the Aramaic inside, the one Jesus and Nicodemus speak, the word where it get two meanings for the Greek inside, no, they get two meanings. They get only one meaning. The word for the Aramaic inside means say, you for be born from above. Make a take come house. Moku talk say Jesus then Nicodemus then speak Gan. But the book then translate down to tree. For the tree inside, we then translate the book. Jesus talk say you have to be born from above, no? That word for tree inside get two meanings. But that no be the language we then speak. This language they speak began. You go the guy inside, that word no get two meanings. So it means say the conversation where the Bible record for the Greek inside, where it get two words, where it get two meanings, where sake of the two meanings, Nicodemus get wrong, sake of he take the other meaning. You know go fit reconstruct that conversation for the Aramaic then speak inside, because the Aramaic no, you no get the two meanings. So what they go on here? Why say for the conversation they hinge on the word anothen for the Greek inside, where it get two meanings, but it no get that same meaning for the language Nicodemus than Jesus them talk that day. It means say the author they take the double meanings for the Greek inside, construct the narrative, but that no be how the narrative happen. If you see that book of John, this chapter, John do that plenty. Well, make a note of John, because we don't know who write the book. It be anonymous. Then write then author no day body. The person who write the name no day. It be anonymous. So the writer of the book of John, if you chop up that chapter, then they use words where they get double meaning. They differentiate between heaven and earth. That be the style that the author they used. But if you take the conversation, put the language where they speak, the Aramaic, this conversation no goofy hopping like the right term for the Greek inside. So historically, matter dey this conversation inside. If you dey do theology, you know the matter. But if you dey like me, where I know they look the text only from theology, but they look at it from history also, they will see say matter dey. Either this conversation no happen, or the conversation happen, but the person in the right, they write the thing as the conversation happen. If you ask me, the conversation there happen, but the person in the right, they write exactly what happened. Because if I take what he talk, put the language the people speak, Nicodemous no go fit misunderstand Jesus, because that word get only one meaning. They mean a second time for Aramaic inside. They mean from above. It above. If you go church, make you ask your pastor, say this narrative, so Rabbi Akwetey talk, if it true or not, we go see what I'm going to talk. I dare for you. I say this Bible, we go steady am. Make you put all your prejudices and preconceived ideas for aside. Make the text talk to we. Anything they make sense, we go try explain now. If they make sense, they make sense. If mistake dey, if I talk say, Charlie, difficulty dey here, how we go fit explain now? We for be honest scholars, no be brainwashed religious scholars. I dare for you. My name is Rabbi Akwetey. We go crush.